Good afternoon, folks. Tommy O'Brien coming to you live from TFNN. Thanks for kicking off your afternoon right here with me on the Tom O'Brien Show. Just after 3 p.m. Eastern Time, it's NVIDIA earnings day, folks. We get NVIDIA with their earnings after the bell. We'll go into some companies with their earnings already, talking about Target, Lowe's, TJX, some of those equities. And we got markets higher, yields lower, and crude easing a bit. S&Ps, we kick it off. This is a daily. Up by about 0.8% right now, up 63 points, trading at 74.41. NASDAQ 100, tech stocks, up 1.4%, up 391 points, 29,318. You get the Dow, up almost 600 points right now. We're back above 50,000, 50,057. And how about the Russell? As yields pull back, the Russell, particularly yield sensitive, and yeah, up almost 2.3% right now, up 62 points, 28.15. You see the pullback the Russell's had in the last 14 days, though. You go from 29.18 down to a low of 27.28. What's that, 190 points? Quite a pullback. We're bouncing today on the Russell. And yeah, part of the reason the market's bouncing, yields abating, crude down $6. Okay, the market optimistic. We got a delay of our strikes. We'll see what happens. Jump over the headline, and yeah, bonds climb, oil falls on hope. We'll see. The market's open. But yeah, crude down by about 6%, 97.99 right now. But yields could be the story today. Okay, we'll see. Was that the end of this? Ooh, we I don't know. But we got quite a move today in yields. You're engulfing the prior day. You got the 10-year. How about it, man? Up by 23 ticks right now at 109.13. Okay, we're almost a full point off of the lows of yesterday. Full point from yesterday. 4.57, though. Still a problem, right? 4.57. The yield on the 10-year right now. The 30-year, 5.11. Okay, the 30-year is down about 7 basis points. The 10-year down about 10 basis points right now. But the 30-year, 5.11. The 10-year, what matters when you're talking mortgages, when you're talking everything, right? Yeah, 4.57. And boy, we'll finish it up. This market. Now, we got NVIDIA earnings after the bell today. We got a great guest, Elliot Wallenbach, Senior Vice President, Institutional ETF Strategist with Direction, coming up after the first break. And yeah, we'll talk some NVIDIA earnings after the bell today. And that's going to be interesting. Here today, listen, so check this out. NVIDIA, okay, you're talking about as large as the French and German benchmark index combined. Oof, NVIDIA pushing $5.5 trillion. And yeah. All right, we jump around to what we got going on. Speaking of yields, Fed minutes. Okay, well, inflation's in focus. And yeah, not surprising that the minutes show more officials warned of a rate hike scenario. So Powell's done as chairman. Mr. Warsh, he starts his meeting next month. His chairmanship, I should say, with the first meeting next month. And yeah, a majority of officials warn the central bank would likely need to consider raising interest rates if inflation continued to run persistently above their 2% target. Many officials is the term they use. During last month's meeting, called for the Fed to drop the easing bias and signal its next move could be an increase. And that's what the market's pricing in right now. All right, we jump to some of the other news. Individual equities, Meta, yeah, laying off 8,000 jobs, 10% of the staff. They got about 80,000 workers. Get a little volatility today. Meta, flat on the session at 602.95. We jump into earnings. Lowe's, how about that one, man? Look at this. Home Depot did it yesterday, right? You traded lower on the open on their numbers, got it all back throughout the day. Home Depot's up 2.4% yields. Yields are a problem for the whole housing market. Okay, mortgage rates pushing probably close to 6.75% right now. Yields, we talk about the home builders, you're talking about Home Depot, Lowe's. So when you get the move we got in yields today, yeah, Home Depot up 2.4% right now. Look at that run. Lowe's up 0.8%, getting back their losses. You jump over to Target, not getting back the losses just yet. Target down by 5.6% on their numbers. TJX up 5.8%. Look at this, up $9, $159. You take a look at this thing, man. Check out this channel, folks. Going back to 2022. Okay, but we're pushing the top end of that channel right now. Quite a move. TJX up 6% on their numbers. Man, we jump around to Walmart, down 2.2%. So Target trades lower. Walmart trades lower on Target numbers, down 2.2% for their numbers. All right, we take a look at the heat map. S&P 500, look at the chip stocks, man. AMD, 8%. Intel, 7.2% in the green. Now, it's going to be a big event after the bell, folks. NVIDIA, the ultimate bellwether. The chip stocks have been on fire recently. We'll see if they can hold, but they're coming into it with optimism to say Oracle up 2% right now. All right, yeah, let's check out. So Goldman, look at this, man. Goldman's up 5.2%. Morgan Stanley's up 4.2% right now. Bank of America up 1%. Citi up 4%. Look at these banks, man. So Goldman's going to be leading the SpaceX IPO. And man, so first you talk SpaceX. Okay, they're about to eclipse every other blockbuster IPO. But what's amazing is every other article, they are racing to get these IPOs out, folks. OpenAI preparing to file for an IPO in the coming weeks. All right, we got a market that has just been on fire recently. Why not push these out right now if you can? Last thing they want is a problem in the market, period. When things are going pretty well, market, equity prices at least, yeah, we might have an inflation problem, but that's not a problem in the market just yet. But yeah, they're working with Goldman and Morgan Stanley to make a confidential IPO filing soon. Now, Goldman, it comes out, is the lead of the SpaceX IPO, okay? And Morgan Stanley's in there as well. They're all going to have a piece to some degree, but they're the lead. Goldman's the lead. And when you look at this IPO, okay, now this is a good one. I'll share this article in the Tiger's Den, folks. I'll throw it in there. Sometimes I can't get it in the YouTube chat. It's just too big of a URL link. But I'll share this one as a gifted article. Check it out. And they're talking about how big this IPO is going to be, okay? And this is all you got to see. We'll go past this one. All right, check this out. So when you talk about it, you had Saudi Aramco raising $25 billion. Okay, but their market cap wasn't even as big as SpaceX is going to be, and they're looking to raise $75 billion. And in terms of what size of a company they're going to be, they're almost going to be a top 10 company in the entire world when they go public. Yeah, right behind who? Tesla. Pretty remarkable. And yeah, you're talking about Meta, Saudi Aramco, TSM, Broadcom, and then the big five above it. And that's it, even ahead of Samsung and Walmart. Pretty remarkable. Tesla shares up 2.3%. NVIDIA up 1%. All right, folks, stay tuned. We're coming back. We got a great guest, our man Elliot Wallenbach from Direction. And Elliot, we'll be talking some ETFs. And yeah, we got NVIDIA earnings after the bell. We'll talk some single stock ETFs as well. We'll come right back, folks.